Good afternoon and all. It's my pleasure to be here to give a talk on post-operative pancreatitis. So post-operative pancreatitis, is it a real line for the overhyped cat? So where did this is it in real entity? So let's go back into it, like how the idea, the concept of post-operative pancreatitis started. So I hope with this agenda, I hope I can give some food for your thoughts for food. So the basis of post-operative pancreatitis started with this peculiar blood supply of pancreas, and this particular artery which I have highlighted, the dorsal pancreatic artery, is a branch of splenic artery. First branch usually leaves, enters the pancreas through the bleeds indicated to the right of the organ, and it stays to the left of the portal line, and then it goes into three branches: superior right and inferior right and left branch. So mostly this superior and inferior right branch, they get divided during the transaction of the pancreas into this pancreatectomy. And this branch, the left branch, which continues and it forms an anastomosis with pancreatic magna and other splenic branches. And this forms an agate with this. So this origin and the anastomosis is totally variable, and in case when there is accidental ligation or division of this left branch, it might lead to pancreatic ischemia and infarction, thereby it could lead to pancreatitis. At the same time, venous ischemia can also lead to pancreatitis. The idea behind is pancreatic head to the right of the portal vein, right to the right side of the portal vein, whereas to the left of it, right to the splenic vein, but there is literally a watershed area in the pancreatic neck. That area is known for ischemia. So pancreas may not be infarcted to have pancreatitis. Sometimes an ischemia and a hypoperfusion of the pancreas is enough. This study by Burton and Christopher, they looked into the microcirculation within the regional level of the pancreas, in particular to the pancreatic acidic. So simple during dissection, early vasoconstriction can increase the shunt that is happening within the pancreas, which leads to progressive exclusion of capillaries and then leads to increased permeability. And within this happens within minutes, and within minutes to hours, it could just blow up, leading to hemorrhage. Then there comes activation of proteases and acetic inflow, and could lead to a full-blown pancreatitis. So whether this theory is applicable to this, so we have some evidence. So this study from John Hopkins Institute almost looked into 2,800 pancreatic ureterectomies, and they found that those patients who had an elevated post-operative amylase on day 0 or day 1 had an increased rates of the pancreatic fistulas, and it was statistically significant. But again, you could say this post-operative elevated amylase is because of the destruction of pancreas during the transaction. So we don't know whether it's because of pancreatitis or restriction of acidic. So again, later these people from Finland, they actually looked up into they post-operatively as a protocol took the CT and found 13 out of 50 patients had post-operative pancreatitis, and all of them had a biochemical marker of acute pancreatitis from urinary tryptophan 2, amylase, and CRP, all were elevated in almost 10 patients. And how many patients of them developed post-operative pancreatic fistula? 12. And among 12 patients, 11 had a positive urinary tryptophan 2. So there is some radiological evidence that pancreatitis happened. These CTs are taken on day 2 and day 6, and they diagnosed pancreatitis based on the biochemical marker and radiological evidence. So after this group from Glasgow, they stratified patients based on the post-operative serum amylase and the C-reactive protein into low risk, intermediate, and high risk patients. And what they found is the high risk is elevation of amylase and CRP more than 130 and 180. They found that those patients had increased rate of pancreatic specific complications, close to 60 to 70%, and also in this mortality, reoperation rates and everything. So there is something is going on, and there is an entity that post-operative pancreatitis which could be real. So based on all these findings, Conrad et al. In 2016, he came up with a definition. He proposed a definition of post-operative pancreatitis based on like elevation of serum amylase lipase over the upper limit on day 1 and predicted the severity based on C-reactive protein levels as grade A and clinical relevant post-operative pancreatitis. So after this, using his definition, people from Heidelberg, Germany, they came up with this presentation, and which they found the incidence of post-operative pancreatitis was very high, almost 54%. So they looked at other parameters like C-reactive protein. If it is more than 150 and serum lipase levels on day 1, if it is more than 924, that predicted clinically relevant post-operative pancreatitis, because if almost more than half of the patients have pure pancreatitis by definition, then what is clinically relevant? That's what they looked into. So after this, ISGPS group, they have an international study group, they came up with the definition of post-operative pancreatitis. They named it as post-pancreatectomy acute pancreatitis, in which a sustained serum amylase level more than the normal level for first 48 hours with relevant features and with radiological evidence. They named it as PEAP. And after that, so many studies have come up, most of them are almost in the 50 to 60 numbers, and this is the only meta-analysis available in literature, and based on the ISGPS definition, they found that, yes, post-op pancreatitis was associated with greater rates of pancreatic fistula, pancreatic hemorrhage, delayed gastric emptying, mortality, and organ hospital stays. So, I would like to share our experience with this particular issue. So, it's a small study of 33 patients. We did a pancreatic pancreatectomy. And what we found was, again, the whole definition, we found a very high incidence of pancreatitis, almost 54%, 18%. And our pancreatic fistula is almost pancreatic is twice the fistula case. And what we found is the incidence of clinically relevant pancreatic fistulas were also high with pancreatitis, but they were not statistically significant. But the pancreatic hemorrhage was really high with pancreatitis. So it could be because of a number we were not able to get the significance, but still I have to present what we got. However, the incidence of AKI, dialysis, ascites, severe gastric emptying, they were not associated with pancreatitis. The length of the stay in ICU, yes, it was also high in those patients with post-operative pancreatitis. So, whether this post-operative pancreatitis could be because of any change in the microcirculation, or as you said, pancreatic neck area has a watershed area. So, whether any microvessels density in the watershed area, whether it could contribute to pancreatitis. So, what we did is, we looked at the histopathological examination of the cut and of the biopsy specimen recent. And in that, we are staining the vascular structure using anti-CD31 antibodies. And what we found, this is one of the slides in which shows a low vascular density. We looked at 20 fees in 20x magnification. We could only see 10 per 20 consecutive hyper fees. Whereas this is so not all postoperative pancreatitis leads to fistula, but most cases of clinically relevant fistula have postoperative hyperamylation or pancreatitis, whatever you call in the background going on. So pancreatitis is one of the roads leading to Rome. So whether pancreatitis causes the leak or the leak causes the pancreatitis, the best way to answer is to get an early CT. If we find amylase and CRP going up in the immediate postoperative period, we can get a CT before the diagnosis of this level could be made, and so that we can know that whether pancreatitis causes the fistula causes leak. So, in the beginning of my slide, I put a slide whether it is a real lion or an overhyped cat. So, I think postoperative pancreatitis is currently a lion cub. We need more evidence to see whether it grows. So, I want to know for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.